When it comes to body kit manufacturers, there's hundreds, even thousands of them in the world, but very few of them really make it onto the silver screen. Today's car shares a lot of heritage and similarities with a very famous movie called The Fast and Furious. And Paul Walker drove a very similar setup in Fast and Furious 6. So you could probably call this a little bit of a Fast and Furious moment for me, and a little bit of an emotional one. So we'll get at it. Check this out. And this is it for all you Fast and Furious fans. R35 GTR Black Edition with the full Bensopra wide body kit. So before we get into the nitty gritties on this build, two really cool facts. Number one, if you're looking for one of these kits, you should be willing to shell out $50,000 US. Yes, you heard me right, $50,000 for this full kit setup. The second cool fact is, on this specific application, none of the original panels were harmed during the making of this GTR, so should you want to take it back to standard, that's a pretty easy job. Bit time consuming, but it can be done. The interior of the GTR has been left stock, and let's be honest, there's nothing to change. Everything does what it needs to do and it's super comfortable. The only obvious interior change has been the addition of the cob access port, and this leans more in the performance side. So you can customize your tuning maps through this device, and combined with the full exhaust system done on the car, just gives you that extra bit of punch. So getting down to business of the body kit, on the front there's a lot of work being done here. This entire front section acts as a clamshell, so this is all one piece, it's all integrated. So should you want to go back to standard, you're going to have to put the old bumper and the old bonnet back and all the supporting structure. You've got two massive louvers on the bonnet, giving you nice heat exhaustion. Around the front, you've got more air dams, so should you want to push a little bit more power and you need a bit more cooling, that's readily available. You've got the canards on either side, and then you've also got this massive splitter on the front, just pulling the whole nose of the GTR down, giving it that super aggressive look. So having a closer look on the side of the kit, and this is probably where you're going to see a lot of more effect. You can see the clamshell kind of stops here, and then the whole fender has been replaced by this piece. And for me, this is one of the key features that identifies the Bensopra kit, is these gills. And this has been cut really far back, so that you can see the tire exposed. The wheels, you're looking at Savani 20-inch wheels with the Toyo Proxy R888s, super grippy and just what this GTR needs. Moving on to the side of the GTR, the side sill connects with this front fender piece and moves all the way out to the rear and really lines up nicely with the front splitter, adding to that wide body aggression. And then the new rear piece starts on the edge of the side skirt, runs over the back of the GTR into the new bumper. Everything matches up and looks great with these super wide rear wheels. Just for a little bit of scale, this is a 500ml water bottle, and this is the rear wheel on the GTR. So around the rear of the GTR, first thing that's going to catch your eye is this massive spoiler, which is bolted directly to the chassis. Just behind that, you've got a carbon trunk, which does not open. You've got the diffuser running the entire length of the rear bumper, and sticking out on either side, the massive exhaust outlets. A nice touch I like is the JDM rear reverse / fog light, nice little addition. And a nice design cue is on the front fender's gills have been replicated on the side of the rear bumper. That's a really nice touch. So that's enough talking about the GTR. Let's go for a drive. Right, so it's about time we get in the GTR, the Bensopra kit. I must say, first impressions, this thing is wide on the road. I'm very happy that we got the Toyo Proxy R35 on here just to provide an extra bit of grip. There is a little bit of extra weight that you're putting down on the chassis with the bigger kit. The rear wing helps with the aero, so at least it keeps the back of the car in check. What I do love, when I look over the bonnet, I see the louvers, it does give you that race-inspired feel when driving. So the more you drive, the warmer those Toyos get. They start getting sticky. You can really feel them clawing on the tarmac. And with the extra bit of performance from the carb access port and the exhaust system, you do need that grip because it gives you an all-inspiring drive. You just want to keep pushing harder through the corners. The sound this thing makes is incredible, and the grip just doesn't stop. But you got to be mindful. You're driving a car that's a little bit lower than standard. You got a lot of extra pieces sticking out. You don't want to slice anybody's ankles off with those big side skirts. So you do get a little bit of extra road noise with the Toyos. I mean, let's be honest, it's a semi-slick. It's designed for more track or aggressive street usage. So it's not too much though. But if you are pedantic about your car sounds, you know, you shouldn't have put the exhaust on in the first place. But this thing, man, it's got the perfect balance. Looks, that extra bit of performance, you just want to keep pushing on. One thing you are going to notice when driving this GTR is when you look through the rearview mirror and you see that massive wing. It does take away a little bit of visuals, but to be honest, if anything's that close to you, it deserves to be, because this thing's pretty quick. So the only thing missing right now is a couple of Hollywood cameras scattered all around, and Vin Diesel this side of my door doing a little bit drag race. So the more you drive this GTR, the more you fall in love. The tuning package that's been done on the car, it's not outlandish, it's not over the top. The ECU's been fettled with to comply with what the exhaust is demanding, a little bit of extra boost, and this machine just runs perfectly. You could run this on a daily basis. I reckon even with the wide body kit, it's super imposing on the road. Everybody stops and stares. And I think grinding out this whole Fast and Furious vibe, it's really nice to drive something that has some sort of connotation to the movie, and kind of gets you a little bit nostalgic, you know, thinking about Paul Walker and the way things have gone down. But at the end of the day, memory is still as strong, and when you got manufacturers making amazing body kits like this and giving this GTR such a great personality, how can you not love it? If you're looking to make a statement and channel your inner Fast and Furious life, then the Bensopra R35 GTR is definitely the way to go.